What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not a member of this channel, and also hit them notifications too as well. Okay. Top of the morning to everybody, and if you're across the world, whatever day it is. Now, see, salute to the Ebony Star. I see you in the building. I don't know if that's Max, or I don't know if that's Dame, but either one, man, salute to you. Uh, Last night, the Golden State Warriors they defeated the Los Angeles Clippers 115 to 113, which, in my opinion, it was a nail biting game. Now, the first that wasn't indicative of I would say about the first between the first and second quarter because um. Okay, what's up? Salute to you, Max. I see you in the building, man. Y'all go subscribe to the Ebony Star Network. They got Ladies Night that happens over there with Sister Dame, and also Gangster Talk with Brother Max. He's gonna give you that real. He's gonna give you knowledge, and he's gonna put you up to game in terms of what's going on in society. So if you're looking to stay woke within our community, definitely go over there and go check their channel out, the Ebony Star Network. Salute to them. Now, let me get into this right now because the reason why I titled this Realization is because Steph Curry and the Clippers have come to the realization of a couple things, okay? Now, Steph Curry was magnificent last night. He was 45 points with 10 rebounds. And Paul George had a solid game too as well with 29 points, but he couldn't get that last shot off in the closing march with about roughly 40 seconds with the clock winding down and everything. I felt like that was an ill-advised shot he took in the corner. He shouldn't have took that shot, but nevertheless he felt that was the best shot. Um, the Clippers. I'm gonna start off with the Clippers and then I'll get to the Warriors in just a second. The Clippers have come to the realization that okay, look, we don't have Kawhi. Uh, we have to settle for having Reggie Jackson, Zubac, who I thought played a great game too, especially in the post. He did what he could do. At first, I thought the Clippers were starting to lose that game. Let the game get away from them. But they've come to the realization that Kawhi Leonard is not going to be uh, he's not going to be back. Okay, and he wasn't there last year. And also, they've come to the realization that look, we got to play whether we have Kawhi, whether we have a superstar or we don't have a superstar, or we have two superstars in our arsenal. And I like the way that they're playing. They made it. They proved that they could make it last year without having two superstars on their team. And I think Paul George realizes that too. Listen, for those of y'all that don't understand, Paul George at one point in time was arguably the best two-way player in the league, and that's one of the best. If you talk about Klay Thompson and you talk about Kawhi Leonard at that juncture, PG-13 could easily take over a game when he was with Indiana, and he had that clutch gene, that clutch factor, and was that guy. But it kind of dwindled down a little bit because then he started to get the reputation for being playoff P because he was always coming up short in crucial moments and stuff like that. And part of that I do blame on that horrendous injury that he suffered when he was playing for the USA team. It took him a while to kind of get back to where he's at. But now I think that he has the realization that okay, hey, look, I can only do so much. Uh, However, I have to put this team on my back, and I can't sit there and worry about if Kawhi is going to be there or not. And even if Kawhi was there, then you have to worry about if he's going to be low managing or whatnot. You know, because of his condition with his knees, he has degenerative knees. And everybody thinks that I hate Kawhi or anything like that. If you go back and you listen to my videos, I absolutely love Kawhi because he's a defensive minded player. But reliability and availability is very important. You know, what's up, James Little? I see you. Hey, can you help me out and let me know what you think about my four-team parlay for the NBA? I'll get to that in just a second, James Little. Let me finish it. I kind of don't understand your question, but nevertheless, man, I'll get to that in just a little bit. Now, when it comes to Kawhi, I've said this before. He's had injury after injury that has taken place. And if you go back and you go listen to my streams, I've already talked about it. But he's had several injuries: quad injury, mouth laceration, ankle injury. Then you got the surgery on the ACL. And I imagine that the people that I do and the subscribers that I do have online, I'm pretty sure that if you play sports, you've had some sort of injury, whether it's to your ankle, whether it's to your knee, any of that stuff. Now, when you talk about a quad injury, that lingers. It lingered and it bothered him for knees. Those never get better. It always gets worse. It'll never, ever be, that condition will never ever get better. It's kind of like Alzheimer's and dementia. It only gets worse. Okay, and until they find some sort of leading research that are, that'll cure it or whatever. Then on top of that, you got an ACL surgery in which you can't just come back from an ACL surgery and just think, okay, yeah, I'm gonna throw this guy back in mid form and everything. People like, well, yeah, we expect Kawhi Leonard to be back by the end of the year. Are you serious? So you want to risk this guy and do more damage? No. If I'm Kawhi, I'm sitting out. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Okay. Now, uh, the the Clippers are also come to the realization too that, okay, hey, look, we have to do our part too, as well as Ty Lue. We can't sit here and rely on Kawhi or bank on Kawhi coming back or anything like that. We have to understand that it's not we don't see him coming back, anytime soon. So that's going to be my mentality. I'm going to say, look, I got to play with or without you. And as I've said before, the NBA is the next man up. The NFL is the next man up league. It's not, oh, okay, well, I mean, what are we gonna do now? No, no, that's what you are in the NBA for. You in the NBA for a reason. You in the NBA because of the opportunity that they gave you, not just to sit on the bench and ride the pine. And see, you should be motivated on the fact that, okay, you got a guy in LeBron that's playing 19 years in the league. Okay, hey, look, you got fresh legs and you getting the opportunity to play out there. You better capitalize on that motherfucker. Now, let's get to negative 1.5. Okay, well, all right, that's great, James Little, but I'm not doing the odds or anything like that right now. We're talking about just the Warriors and the Clippers right now at this point in time. Yeah, he's back in the NFL. He's been back. I think he came back with the Seahawks. They reinstated him. If I could be wrong. I thought he was coming back with the Seahawks. I don't know who he's back with. I think because I had reported that. If you go back and look at my videos, I reported that about a month ago that Josh Gordon is back. And when it comes to Josh Gordon, talent wise, he could be one of the best to ever go down if he keeps his head straight. But the thing about it is that not only do you have a drug problem that he's struggling with, but you also have the PED problem that he's struggling with too. So he's got a double whammy that's really kind of diminished him and set him back. But that's why guys want him on the team. Russell Wilson wanted him on the team. Tom Brady wanted him on the team. The Browns organization wanted him on the team. The Patriots wanted him on the team. Bill Belichick wanted him on the team, but he cannot stay clean. He cannot stay clean, and he cannot stay away from trouble. When he listen, Josh Gordon, man, is a guy. When he played with RG3 and when he was with Baylor, I said, man, there is no guy alive that can really mess with them. Now, let me get back to what I was saying. When it comes to Golden State, Steph Curry has come to the realization that, okay, look, I can't bank on Clay coming back. And let me say this too. Klay Thompson is my favorite guy that's on the Warriors because again, you have a two-way player, which I don't like to call him a two-way player, but because he's defending pretty much, with the exception of Draymond, all of the elite players every single night when he was on there. It was a mix between him and Draymond. Uh, they've come to the realization, okay, hey, look, Clay's not here. We can't bank on him. And Steph Curry realizes that he's had to carry the load. Um, he's got guys on there that are starting to pick up the offense and know the offense a little bit better. I thought Andrew Wiggins, he had 17, but see, Andrew Wiggins was there when you needed him. Okay, I thought Andrew Wiggins played a great game, and also it was a well balanced game. These guys that are on the team and everything, they're starting to understand. They were battle tested last year. Now I think that Eric Pascal leaving, that's probably will show later on in the season, because I felt like they could have kept Eric Pascal. That's just my personal opinion, but they're 2-0 right now. Let's see if they keep it up. I think they're really have that chip on their shoulder after losing to Memphis last year the way that they did, and so does Steph. And Steph was able to bounce back. And see, what y'all don't realize is that Steph had 10 rebounds. He had 10 rebounds, and uh, he had 10 rebounds the game before that. So Steph could actually mess around and average a high rebound percentage for the first time in his career. That would be remarkable. I think the icing on the cake, though, for Steph is to get that Finals MVP and to win and to win another championship and bounce back, because a lot of people are ready for the Warriors to get back to where they were. You're going to see a lot of Warriors fans coming out of the woodworks now. Oh yeah, the Warriors are winning. See, like when one team wins, you see a lot of people. Man, you ain't never seen no damn Brooklyn or New Jersey Nets fans at all. Then all of a sudden you got Brooklyn fans because they winning. Then all of a sudden you got what you mean, big fan, Cleveland fans. Then all of a sudden you understand what I'm saying? Like, man, you wasn't no Warriors fan when Chris Mullin and Tim Hardaway and Mitch Richmond, uh, Marshall Lonis, You wasn't no Warrior fan, back then. Chris Webber, Latrell Sprewell, you wasn't no Warriors fan back then. So how the hell you a Warriors fan now? Makes no sense. But anyways, as I was saying, they've come to the realization that okay, hey, look, this is what we have to work with. Um, they're playing. It's not showing quite just yet, but I can see what the hell that I can see what they're doing. They're starting to get back, and they started to lose the momentum in terms of defensively in that second half, but the way that they're moving the ball and the way that Steph is is playing and and really they understand what their mission is in terms of Golden State Warrior basketball. And then the addition of back again like he never left Andre Iguodala playing like he a young Iguodala. These guys can really be competitive. I'm not going to say that they could win the West or anything like that, but they sure do. If they keep playing the way that they're playing, and this is after 40 games or whatnot, okay, then we have a situation here where you got to really fear the Warriors, but you got to fear any NBA team any given night. It doesn't matter if they're above 500 or below 500. Yeah, the NBA lost a lot with the super five mentality. It's hard to defend pure 3 point shooters. I remember when they used to take you to the hole and play defense. Well, hey Max, um, you got to understand that if you're gonna watch that style of basketball, then you need to watch a guy like Giannis. If you're gonna watch that style of basketball, you still need to watch the Knicks. See, there's still teams out there that penetrate and still go to the rack. That's why I love Giannis's game. Even if you looked at the Lakers, they're not a very good 3 point shooting team, and they actually take it to the rack uh, more than what uh, more than what people realize. But when you talk about the Phoenixes, I mean, you talk about the Golden States, or when you talk about the Utahs, or when you talk about other teams like that are you know predicated on 3 point shooting, then that's what you're gonna get. But see, that's why like or like the Warriors, of course. Um, I Milwaukee, now they're a rugged team. If you looked at the finals and you looked at the playoffs, they played what you would call now, but in our era, it was a joy to watch. But some people call it a sloppy brand of basketball. Look, sometimes, man, you're not gonna win a game, and it's not gonna be pretty, and that's what I respect. Not all games are gonna be like like a game like Steph Curry where he's pulling up from 40 and all that other stuff. It's just not gonna be like that all the time. You know. So I can understand where you're coming from, Max, but don't get it twisted though, man. There are still teams out there that still are with the rugged style, and if you talk, and when you, especially when you're talking about the East, when they like to get into the paint and drive and stuff like that. If you look at Indiana, Indiana Pacers, they they tend to play like that too. But y'all, let me know what you think. I want to thank everybody for pulling up, man. Of course, salute to that boy Max from the Ebony Star Network, coming through, showing your boy love. Go subscribe to his channel, man. Uh, that's the Ebony Star Network. They got Gangster Talk for the fellas, and then they got Ladies Night for the ladies, but they still give you the real for both genders in terms of our community, African American brothers and sisters. Then on top of that, man, Jelly Bean, I thank you for pulling up. James Little, Thank you for pulling up too as well. Like this video, share it, subscribe, also hit them notifications too, man. Um, Again, man, it's Polo Sports Talking ENT, man. Shouts out to the whole Lions Den. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll get at y'all later.